This is Jeff Grebe, and this is your market moment for October the 25th. We've talked a lot this year about active listing inventory, and we've been holding steady at about 24 to 2,500 active listings in the Knoxville MLS, compared to a low of below 1,400 back in April. The question is, will we see the seasonal downturn in new listings that we've seen in the past, which will again make the supply tighter? This is a national look at active monthly listing counts in 2017, 2018, 2019. With 2019 being the last normal year we saw, we're going back 3 years. You can see here for the last 3 years before we got into the pandemic, listings peaking in the fall and then dropping off before starting over in the new year. And then the pandemic happened in 2020. Well, in 2020, monthly listing counts peaked in April, and then everybody rushed back into the fray, and we started to dwindle listings all across the country. We can see in this graph how, as those listings dropped, sales shot up. With the unpredictability of the last 2 years, the question is, when will listings peak? And there are actually 3 scenarios. One is they're going to continue to grow, and we're going to eclipse where we were in 2020. And that's going to give us a little bit of relief in the frenzy of the market and also pricing relief. There is a second option that we just flatten out, and we continue on there and probably intersect where we were in 2020 at some point. And then there's the third option where listings peak and begin to dwindle. If the third option happens, that's where we'll see more price appreciation. It's upward pressure on price, and that will be the story. But I think there are 3 reasons why we will continue to see listings going up into the fall. First of all, pent-up seller demand. No doubt homeowners are going to be more comfortable putting their homes on the market as more people get back to normal and they feel comfortable from a health perspective doing so. Number 2, new construction is starting to level off from the earlier increases in building cost, and builders see the opportunity in this market. And 3, the end of forbearance will create new listings. This is not going to create a wave of foreclosures, but rather it'll create a time in the market where people say, you know what, we can't afford to stay in our home any longer, we're going to have to put it on the market. So I think there are a lot of reasons right now that we'll see new listings begin and continue to climb. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to watch it. If you're considering selling your home, give us a call for a no obligation price trend analysis at 865-474-7100 or find us online at advantageplusTN.com. This is Jeff Grebe, and I'd love for you to ask me any questions below about the current market.